corner. So don't put it off. Time to hire CertaPro painters, your residential and commercial painting experts. You can schedule a free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with the C, or call 1-800-GO-CERTA. Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. Once again, get a free estimate at CertaPro.com or call 800-GO-CERTA. CertaPro painters, we do painting, you do life.
Hey, it's your buddy Joe Walsh. I've been raving about MyPillow for years now, but I know a lot of our listeners still aren't sleeping on a MyPillow. Even if you sleep well on a different pillow, I recommend you try sleeping on a MyPillow. That's because you can actually move the fill to get the support you need regardless of your sleep position. And like I've told you, I never wake up with a stiff neck or a headache. They're made in America. They're washable and dryable, hypoallergenic with a 10-year warranty and 60-day money-back guarantee. Go online or call now for the buy one, get one deal on premium MyPillows. One for you and the other for a loved one or as a holiday gift. You'll still get 30% off everything else, including the MyPillow mattress toppers, pet beds that my dogs love, luxury Giza, cotton sheets, and more if you use the promo code Joe. So visit MyPillow.com or call 1-800-489-0201. That's 1-800-489-0201, promo code Joe.
Visit MyPillow.com.
It's time for On Target Radio, Chicagoland's only radio show dedicated to the red meat issues that affect your life, from gun control to freedom of speech. Now, debating, debunking, and discussing today's hot issues. Here are your hosts, David Lombardo and Gretchen Fritz.
Welcome to On Target Radio. As we draw nearer to the November 6th election, On Target will begin to focus on candidates we endorse. So, to take a break between all the rhetoric and liberal hype that's been thrown around and our review of the candidates, tonight David and Gretchen are going to be looking at some really strange news items from around the world. Feel free to give us a call at 312-642-5600 and weigh in on the world's weirdest news items. And don't forget, you can watch us live on YouTube, On Target Radio, or go to Facebook, like our page, On Target Radio, and ask a question there.
And now, from the seething cauldron of personal opinion, it's time for David's Rant of the Week.
Oh, yeah. I am sick and tired of doing a rant of the week. And that, Gretchen, is my rant of the week.
Some people were wondering when you were going to finally run out.
My cup ranneth over.
But you're not saying, like, that's it forever.
I don't know. See,
surely.
0.0.
This is not going to be our regular show.
No,
it
is not.
So for those of you who are looking for pithy pearls of wisdom, well, anyone looking for pithy pearls of wisdom has never listened to the show.
They weren't tuning in anyway.
Exactly, yeah. We are not pithful, right? I can say that, right, George? Yeah. We've rounded up some interesting stories. So this is going to be a different show. And as Eric said, next week we're going to go in. We'll have
Jim Dodge and Darlene Singer.
Exactly, running for treasurer and comptroller,
respectively.
Yes. So we will have them on. That will start us.
4 weeks of nothing but politics.
Exactly. Do we have to show up for that?
Strap yourselves in.
Yeah, probably have to. Speaking of strapping yourselves in, you're looking at the ceiling like it's missing.
Yeah, some of the lights are not on, and I was like, the lighting in here is weird, and so I was trying to figure out why. We got a whole bunch of lights not on.
Yeah, that's fine. It's, many a time I've been up here and my lights weren't on.
Actually, I'm looking at the video also, and we probably should have those lights on. So I don't know if George controls that or Eric controls that. I'm not sure who's.
George is busy.
I control the weather, but not the lights. So.
Oh, okay.
First story that we have in line. We're going downhill fast, and we haven't started yet. Actually, this is, they're all true stories.
These are all true stories.
They are true stories.
To the best of our knowledge.
To the best of our knowledge, yes. The Boston, what was it?
The Boston Times.
The Boston Times, yeah. Several people who've been associated with really the UFO program, the United States government UFO program. They have a fancier name than that, but have retired or come out, whatever it is, and left the agencies, and they are now saying it's true that there are, in fact, UFOs. And they've started their own I guess, well, I don't know what you would call it, a company or something, but they've started their own thing called To the Stars Academy of Arts and Science. And it's got 3 synergistic divisions: science, aerospace, and entertainment. But the interesting thing is people have speculated about this forever. And there have been people in the back of pickup trucks, drinking moonshine, go, I saw me a UFO. But there have been like senior military officer, fighter pilots and stuff like that have gone, dude, there was something up there.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently the government knows there are. You can pick up any time on this. I don't know. I just, I've always said it's an awful big universe. It's hard to picture that there isn't somebody else out there someplace. What if we were the prototype and it didn't work out well? There's a better one now,
Have these people put forward anything concrete?
Yeah, they're saying they have not the fuzzy amateur videos, but they actually have military, from the fighters and stuff like that.
Gun cam.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're claiming. Now, we haven't seen it yet, but that's what they're claiming. But we're talking about some pretty high-level people here, too. These are not, just like the mechanic down on a ramp type stuff. So I don't know. They've always said that the government was hiding this because they were afraid the public couldn't handle it, which, I don't know. Can you handle that?
I don't know.
It does have implications.
Yeah, it does.
The 2 F-18 pilots off the Nimitz, I mean, that's, first of all, if you're a military pilot, you are not going to lie about something like that.
Well, no.
Because your whole career goes down, what.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And probably goes down anyway if you report it and it's true.
Absolutely.
So,
although I have seen Men in Black, and, I get it.
I'm guessing Navy pilots have pretty good eyesight, too.
You would think so, yeah. And they're all the same height.
You lie!
No, they are. They are. It's, well, anyway. Okay, so it'll be interesting to see what comes out of this group. Because they say that there's synergies that will help mankind. They also say something that may be a little disturbing, and that is no one should be the possessor of this knowledge, and everyone should have it. I don't exactly see Syria having it or something like that. I don't know.
Well, what would they do with it?
Nothing good, I'm sure.
I mean, we can't say on the air what we usually call them, but I'm not sure that they have the technology requisite to actually do anything with that knowledge.
Depends what it is. If it's an impenetrable material, for instance.
Oh, okay.
I mean, depends what it is. Give us a call, 312-642-5600, if you have your favorite weird news story of the week. We got some really good ones coming up. That's, again, as you say, they are all real, but that's sort of a more serious one. Some of these are a little harder. If you're blowing flames out of your hole here, as they are in Arkansas, I'm right? Oh, look at George. George is waiting.
He's getting ready.
George is poised. No, it's right here. It's right here.
So I only highlighted one line in this whole story.
First one?
No, actually. So what I will, just to preface this, in other parts of the country, county board members like me are called judges in other counties.
Yes,
and
right.
I think that's what this guy is. Okay. So county board member, Judge Mickey Pendergrass, said, as far as the spiritual Satan goes, we've ruled that out.
We've ruled that one out. Yeah. But the interesting thing is, it can't be a meteor because this hole has been there for a long time.
Right. So it's not a new hole.
George is getting nervous. I see sweat breaking out over his eyebrows there.
I'm good, all right.
But flames, just for no apparent reason, just started belching out.
12 feet high.
And there's no gas line in the area. There's nothing that would promulgate that sort of a reaction. Now
it burned for about 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So 12 foot high flames for about 40 minutes.
With no known source in that area.
Yes.
To
me, Satan sounds like a pretty good theory.
That's a little.
I'm going apocalypse all the way.
That's
Sign of the apocalypse.
It's a little freaky. It says there used to be a gas station nearby, but it blew up. Oh no, that's not right. But there's no indication it caused fire. But I don't know. They don't know what ignited it, and they claim they may never know what did it. But it's.
But they're pretty sure it's not Satan.
It's not Satan. It could be.
Was there a Petromex refinery nearby? I believe it was somewhere, I don't know, late 80s, early 90s. There was gasoline leaking into a sewer system in Mexico.
Yeah.
The streets actually blew up.
I forgot about that.
Right.
The streets blew up. It looked like somebody had laid dead cord down.
Yeah, because they went. I remember they had video of the sewer
manhole
caps,
covers.
The manhole covers,
flying.
Flying up. Yeah, that's not this.
Larry says maybe that should be the new headquarters for the Democratic Party. Flaming hole in Arkansas. I think they already did that, didn't they?
Insert Bill Clinton joke here.
I was going to say it was during the Clinton administration. I was just going to say that.
I can't believe you said that. Gorvin, good. I bet you right now Ronkowski's on his fifth one after the beginning of this thing.
He switched from brandy to whiskey.
Yeah, really. He's probably upset. Before the show he sent me not a text. He sent me whatever the heck they are,
email,
and wanted to know if there was anything of value that we were going to talk about tonight that would pertain to concealed carry holders or the law or anything like that. That's exactly the way he sounds after he's had one. I think this idea is good. This would work in our church. I think the electronic collection plate.
Oh yeah,
it's the credit card ticket. Hit it right.
Sorry, I have that one in the wrong order.
It was a good segue. It set up pretty well.
I agree with whoever commented on Facebook. If you had made a $2 minimum, we probably wouldn't be having this conversation.
But you have to explain how this works, though.
So it's some sort of a credit card processing device, and it's a minimum $10 donation. And every time you tap your credit card on it, it adds another $10. So, and you have to wait several seconds in between each transaction. But it's a $10 minimum, so that's what people are upset about.
So, yeah, plate goes by, you hit it with a credit card, boom, you made a donation. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about guess who's going bare-chested now, and fortunately it's not Madonna. All that and more when we return with more on Target Radio, and you are listening to AM 560, The Answer.
My overrating's bad.
Chicago's Morning Answer with Dan Proft and Amy Jacobson.
I didn't know, too, that we could tip Uber drivers.
Didn't know.
This is new to me.
Every time you complete a ride, it
Right.
pops up with a rating, and then if you want to add a tip. 2.5 Uber rating for Amy Jacobson, 4.88. What? This is for Dan Proft.
You just not even say anything to them when you get in the car?
Correct. That's the secret to getting a high Uber rating.
Chicago's Morning Answer. Weekday mornings starting at 5 on AM 560. The Answer.
Do you like your gun range bag? There's a really cool local company here in Chicagoland that makes the finest range bags anywhere. And these quality range bags are so inexpensive that I bet you won't hesitate to buy one. The Hackett range bags from Hackett Equipment have it all. There are compartmentalized pouches that hold 2 or 4 pistols, ammo, mags, and even targets. Basically everything you need for a day at the range in a stealth design that doesn't resemble a range bag. Nobody will know you're carrying firearms. Additionally, they're super heavy duty and will last a lifetime because Hackett bags are 30% heavier than typical range bags. And the price is unreal. The large pack is under $100 and the small one under $80. But if you visit gunrangebags.com and use the promo code AM560, you'll save an additional 10%. Hackett Equipment bags really are range bags that can hack it. That's gunrangebags.com, promo code AM560. Gunrangebags.com. Do it now.
Balance of Nature's fruits and veggies in a capsule.
I thought I had a sinus headache for a few days, but I had a massive brain aneurysm, hemorrhage of the brain, and a stroke, and I was on my deathbed. I was on a respirator in a coma for 35 days, and 3 months later, I came home in a wheelchair. I had double vision. I had to learn to walk again, to speak again. 1 and 1 is 2, write the alphabet. You know, if I went out and did a little something, I'd come home, I'd be in bed. Now, I'm up by like 5:30 in the morning, and I go to the gym. I do shopping, I cook, I have energy all day. I mean, I feel great. Overall, my whole outlook, just feeling, my mental aspect, everything is better.
For a limited time, use discount code CHICAGO to receive a 50% discount on your first preferred whole health system and have it shipped to you free. Call 1-800-246-8751 or go online to balanceofnature.com. Again, use discount code CHICAGO.
Famous Winston Churchill quotes, presented by Automated Systems.
Winston Churchill said, "You don't make the poor richer by making the rich poorer." This is truly a foundation of conservative thought today.
It's important we support companies that share our conservative values. If you are a manufacturer, I encourage you to call my friend Laz Kulchar from Automated Systems. As a software and systems integration company, Automated Systems creates custom solutions to make your production lines, facilities, and plants run more efficiently. Imagine less downtime, more speed, and fewer rejects. It doesn't matter if you're a Fortune 500 or a startup, Automated Systems delivers solutions for your toughest automation challenges. For information, I encourage you, man, to talk to Laz at Automated Systems. Call 844-HIRE-ASI or visit automatedsys.com. That's 844-HIRE-ASI.
We now return to On Target Radio on AM 560, The Answer. If you have a question or an opinion, share it with us at 312-642-5600. And now, debating, debunking, and discussing today's hot issues. Here are your hosts, David Lombardo and Gretchen Fritz.
When you're a little girl, when I was a little girl, you start out with like cute kittens and puppies.
Yeah.
Eventually you move on to, firefighters in various states of undress. But if you're tired of those pathetic, worn out firefighter calendars, we got something for you.
Big time.
Putin. Vladimir Putin.
Now, did you get to look at all the pictures?
I did see a number of them on TV, yeah.
He apparently does every known rugged sport to mankind.
Well, yeah, because he's Putin.
Yeah, from literally as a hockey player.
If you're gonna be a world-class badass, you got to do that.
But here's the thing: he's out on the Arctic Tern, hunting with a rifle, bare-chested. Okay.
Oh yeah. People who used to watch us on the internet know what I want to say. Oh yeah. We'll just say that.
However, this one's different than the last one.
Well, you gotta change it up. You gotta keep it fresh.
True, but I mean, he's added a different level of personality to part of it.
I'm not sure that that's the story. I think they're just saying this particular one. This is some of the pictures you will find.
The puppy and the
1 month he's holding a puppy,
and the other one a leopard cub.
Yes,
which I understand ate the cameraman. I'm not sure, but
well, they had to calm it down somehow.
It just is funny. I could see like if he was swimming or something, but he's riding a horse.
Swimming? Nobody looks good swimming.
Well, that's true.
That's not a good
But
picture.
you know what I'm saying.
Even Bo Derek doesn't look good swimming.
I look good swimming, but only
that.
in my normal enferment, not at SeaWorld.
Well, is that when? Is it before or after you breach? That's the question.
After.
I've hunted for a good number of years. Never out in the field in the snow have I ever seen anyone bare-chested. You know what I'm saying? It's that's not macho. That's stupid.
Maybe when we go to Dogtown, maybe I'll try that.
We could. Well, yes, absolutely. I just as an experiment to see how I react.
Have you heard of the fur bikinis?
Yes, I have.
So maybe that would be a good attire for Dogtown.
Well, and you have a record of shooting in fur.
I do.
That's true.
I'm known for that.
For those of you who don't know this, when Gretchen takes students out to the range in the dead of winter.
Yeah, David sends me. Let's not fail to mention that it's you that sends me out there. It wasn't my idea.
And your point would be
to take students out in January and February was your idea, not mine.
I just offered as an option. It was either that or I didn't get to shoot.
I was going to say the other option being
an
nothing.
option with no other option.
But
it's not really an option.
But she goes out in a mink. Now you worked up to it. You started.
Originally, it was a beaver because that was what I had. The first year I wore beaver. But then, okay, so it gets better. It gets better.
Oh,
so
it certainly does.
So it was a vintage beaver. And it literally fell apart.
Give us a call at 312-642-5600 and weigh in on our beaver.
I kept trying to I tried to fix the beaver, but after a while it couldn't be fixed.
Here's what scares me. This show may get better ratings than the ones we normally do.
Well, that's actually deep down in our core. That's what we're worried about.
We've just caused a number of accidents on the
probably. Well, we can probably get away from bare-chested Putin after that.
The funny thing about the whole beaver conversation is that my friends in Kendall County already know all about the beaver.
You know this, being a homeboy yourself.
It's
totally rando, George. So rando.
Speaking of birds, in Minnesota, and if you think about this, this makes sense because you got to get high in Minnesota.
Right. You need to do something.
You got to do something
to get through the winter.
In the town of Gilbert, Minnesota, the birds are getting drunk. Now, I will point out that it's not really all birds. It tends to be robins, cedar waxwings, and thrushes. You can't trust a thrush. You know what I'm saying?
No.
They just they
They're
get
shifty little
drunken
creatures.
flying. I mean, it's
Can we say the B word?
bird.
No, the other one.
Like
in certain contexts,
like like biatch.
I was thinking illegitimate child.
Oh, I don't know. Can we say that?
in certain contexts, yeah.
Oh, okay. So probably not.
If you're talking about an illegitimate child of a bygone era, yes.
Oh.
If you're calling somebody a bad name, no.
That's highly contextual. What about birds? Can you call birds that?
Yes, actually.
There you go.
So the poor little bastards have to do something to get through the winter. And that's what I wanted to say.
Well,
Took a long time to get there, but
it took us a while to get there, but next time I'll know.
But I guess the real question is, was there alcohol in the baklava?
I think there might have been.
There might have been. This is a very serious story because we have Alcoholics Bird Anonymous going on here. The birds are eating fermented berries. Some birds. The lead to the story is some birds in Minnesota are getting really flocked up on fermented berries.
According to the police, that's my favorite part.
According to the police.
According to the police,
who've been writing the tickets, and they've been flying into windows and into cars and all kinds of stuff. So the guy says that they're just sloppy and clumsy. They've actually fallen out of trees on occasion. That's Gilbert, Minnesota. This might not have been that good of an idea. But
can I just say I don't appreciate you besmirching the good birds of Gilbert, Minnesota?
I didn't know that they were good or bad.
And by proxy, sort of ruining their chances of federal judgeship.
But the beaver won't. Is that what you're saying?
No, beaver is a native animal of Minnesota, well known in Minnesota.
They're actually throughout the Midwest.
Yes,
and I think
including
Minnesota beaver are very robust.
Yeah, we have we got beaver in our club.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh God, here we go.
You got to watch your wood around the beavers; they'll chew it up.
You absolutely do. You absolutely do. Talk about total irresponsibility. This really isn't that funny of a story.
No, actually, it's not. It's unusual, but it's not really funny at all.
Yeah, an Ohio mom. Apparently, her 10-year-old kid kept ragging about he wanted a tattoo at 10.
Begging, Mom, can I get a tattoo, please?
Yeah. If you saw a picture of the mother, I don't know if you did or not. There was one. This is not a big stretch, okay? It's not that hard to figure out how this would have happened. But because the 10-year-old kid kept saying he wanted a tattoo, the mother, instead of saying, let me think, no. The mother takes him to a 16-year-old kid to get a tattoo who's not licensed.
Yeah, the mom told police she got tired of her son always asking for a tattoo and just decided to give in to him.
Maybe it was one of those mom tattoos, with the heart that says mom.
Well, you know what? I could almost get down with that. Yeah.
Maybe she was just trying to teach him a lesson by having him get the world's worst tattoo.
And get, what's the disease?
Hep A.
Hep A, hepatitis A, right, yep. Exactly. When we were in high school, the 3 or 4 of us that hung out together decided we were going to get tattoos. They decided. And it's a diamond, and it was done with a hot pin in ink.
Ew.
And sticking yourself?
Yeah. Right? Oh, so it's a homemade deal.
Yeah. And there were like 4 of us, I think. And it was my turn. I go, no. I'm not going to do that. And they still have them. Those things have survived all these years. Yeah. Yeah, and it looked just as bad today as it looked back then. Yeah. Although, I've been somewhat struggling with the concept of getting a tattoo.
I don't think you're ever going to do it.
Well, I don't know. I may or may not.
I don't think Dave's going to do it.
I don't think you have to worry about much stretching from this point.
You've gone this long without getting any tattoos. I could say the same thing about myself, actually. After this many years, I'm probably not going to do it.
Well, we're going to take a break, and when we return, our head engineer will no longer be with us. But when we do return, we are going to switch from tattoos to a flat world. All of that and more on Target Radio when we return. And you are listening to AM 560.
The Answer.
Sheriff David Clark, James O'Keefe, and now just added, Heather McDonald joins Freedom Summit 2018, presented by Geiger Wealth Management, Chicago's retirement planning experts. She's the author of The War on Cops and The Diversity Delusion. She joins a lineup that already includes Mike Gallagher, Kurt Schlichter, Noah Rothman, Dan Proft, Amy Jacobson, and Joe Walsh. Get your tickets today at freedomsummitchicago.com. That's freedomsummitchicago.com.
Fox News, I'm Paul Stevens. Tropical Storm Michael currently in the Caribbean, strengthening into a possible hurricane. This is Florida Governor Rick Scott.
We also have a team from FEMA here tomorrow to provide federal assistance. That includes experts from Homeland Security, the EPA, Department of Defense, Health and Human Services, and the Army Corps.
Michael could become a hurricane by Monday night or Tuesday. Local police and the NTSB now investigating the deaths of 20 people after a crash involving a limousine in the town of Schoharie, New York, Saturday afternoon.
The limousine drove down the hill on Route 30 through the intersection into the parking lot of the Apple Barrel Country Store. The limo struck a 2015 Toyota Highlander in the lot, hitting 2 pedestrians, killing them. The limo then crashed into an embankment.
Fox's Brian Yennis, that limo heading to a birthday party when the crash occurred. This is Fox News.
Hard drives fail. Viruses destroy data. Having a copy of your work, photographs, financial records, and other important files is one step in a thorough backup plan. Geekometrics offers a secure online solution by placing a copy of your data off-site where it's safe from theft, fire, and unauthorized access. Losing photos and financial information is devastating. Geekometrics' secure online backup solution is a reliable way to back up important files. The most common reasons for not backing up are uncertainty about what needs to be backed up and how to do it reliably. Geekometrics provides a full-service managed solution with no storage limit. Geekometrics does all of the setup, configuring, testing, and monitoring. Your data is even safe when you travel with your Mac or PC laptop. Call 630-759-9283 to talk to a specialist who can help you keep your data safe. 630-759-9283. Geekometrics, helping you keep your data safe.
Safer USA, Chicago's most trusted name in firearm training, is offering beginners classes, tactical pistol and rifle, long-range rifle to 600 yards, and the most comprehensive Illinois concealed carry program available. AM 560 On Target Radio co-hosts David Lombardo and Gretchen Fritz will prepare you to carry a firearm for personal protection, including firearm, holster, and ammunition selection. A comprehensive law review designed to keep you out of trouble and even how to deal with home invasions. Firearm firearm, ammunition, holster, class notebook are provided. Safer USA and the Aurora Sportsman's Club invites you to participate in this one-of-a-kind Illinois concealed carry program that also qualifies you for Florida, Utah, and Arizona non-resident permits. Find out what over 6,000 students already know at saferusa.com.
Or call 815-741-3474. That's 815-741-3474. Safer USA. Choosing to own a firearm is your business. Teaching you to own it responsibly is ours.
All right, if your roof's needy, you can
Call Crumweedy.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. If your roof is leaky, if the shingles are curling, or if your roof isn't right after storms, then you need to call Crumweedy with roofing companies, and the difference is, of course, installation. Now, Crumweedy, they know that, and that's why they follow the manufacturer's specifications, so your warranty is totally intact, and many companies don't do that, and that could void your warranty. If you hate high-pressure sales tactics, not from Crumweedy. They give you good, better, best options. You make the choice, no pressure. Crumweedy is a roof that lasts at a fair price. Now, Mark Olson and Greg Olson of Crumweedy, they lead this third-generation family business that's been doing Chicagoland roofs since 1953. Now, they fix roof problems, so if your roof is needy,
Call Crumweedy.
That's 630-595-8020. That's 630-595-8020. They're online, of course, at myroofisneedy.com.
Sometimes when it rains, it pours right into your basement. This is Gus from Chicagoland Waterproofing. My mission is to identify why your home is taking on water and fix it. I want you to sleep at night during a rainstorm and not worry about your basement filling up with water. Like our client Kim from Mount Prospect.
We had chronic basement flooding and no one could figure out why. During a huge storm, water was pouring in through the window wells of our finished basement and we had to bail out 6 inches of water. We got a bunch of estimates, but Gus's was the most reasonable, plus he knew exactly what the problem was. He put in a full basement drain tile system and an additional sub pump with a backup battery. Chicagoland Waterproofing gave us peace of mind. I like to say, in Gus we trust.
From simple sump pumps to complex storm drainage and crack foundation solutions, Chicagoland Waterproofing's work comes with a lifetime warranty. Plus, a fully licensed plumber is always on staff. Request your estimate today at ChicagolandWaterproofingPros.com or call 847-296-3500.
You're listening to On Target Radio on AM 560, The Answer, with David Lombardo and Gretchen Fritz. Here's David and Gretchen with more interesting conversation on gun control, concealed carry, freedom of speech, and other red meat issues that affect your life. To participate, call the studio at 312-642-5600.
Well, you know, stars in the world of sports are well paid because they perform. Doesn't mean they can think. Doesn't mean if you put half of them together in a room, you might not come up with one brain cell.
Yeah,
So
most of them are not going to be the brightest bulb on the Christmas tree.
exactly one hit to the head too many. Boston Celtics Kyrie, I don't know how to pronounce his first name. Kyrie Irving, whatever. And you have to listen to the words of this.
Yes.
Is sorry he
Listen
ever
carefully.
Yes. Is sorry he ever said the earth was flat. Now, here's a basketball star who makes good money. Has he never been in a frickin' airplane? Has he never been on top of a tall building? You can see the curvature of the earth from up there.
Right.
But the interesting thing here is he appeared at the Forbes Under 30 Summit, which how he got chosen is interesting. I have no idea how they picked him because
I think just because he's famous.
Just 'cause he's
I'm going to go
famous.
with just
Yeah.
famous.
But here's the interesting meat of this article. Irving didn't claim that he had changed his mind, but he did apologize for ever bringing up the subject because they're probably ridiculing him everywhere. I'm sorry about all that, he said, adding that he is constantly dealing with angry science teachers who tell him, I got to reteach my whole curriculum. Irving first declared he didn't believe the Earth was a sphere in February 2017. Quote, "This is not even a conspiracy theory. The Earth is flat." Irving said during one interview at the time he urged people to do their research on the matter and blamed them, in quotes, for lying to us without naming who them is. During something he was on recently, he explained that he was really into conspiracy theories at the time. He declared himself a flat earther. And then he says, everybody's been there. Everybody's been there like, whoa, what's going on with our world? In this room, I'd like the hands of the people who think the world is flat. Anybody at all? No. George, you think the world's flat? I don't think so.
Not today.
What do they do? Make the Boston Celtics walk to games? How do they get to games?
I don't know.
How do they get across the country?
It's a really, really good question.
Flat tires.
This is absolutely by far the best line of the article. Irving said his mistake was going public with it.
I'd say that was a mistake.
The mistake is not believing that the earth is flat. No. It's telling people.
And telling people they need to do the research. Okay, let's book up any book at all.
Do your own research, man.
And he plays basketball, so he's familiar with round objects.
You would.
But
see,
not the
you
earth.
see the basketball? Think of the United States here. I just, where does he think that, what does he think the sun does? Goes in a box and they ship it to the other side? What? I don't know. This, what are you going to say? But I think there's two stories that I think are really classic, and the next one is clearly one of them. Were you a cheerleader? You weren't a cheerleader, were you?
No.
Could have been. You're cute. You would have been a good cheerleader.
No.
I
was a band nerd.
Well, I wouldn't say nerd. That's excessive, but.
Because I don't want to say what they actually used to call us.
Really?
Yeah.
Bad?
Well, yeah.
But they always liked
Insulting.
the band, though. They liked the band.
No, they didn't.
Really? At like games?
No. They felt that it encroached on their football time.
You have to understand that Dave was in school in the 20s when everything was quaint and swell.
And they had barbershop quartets and things.
What time is the show over?
Yeah, no, we were almost universally hated.
Didn't you do like halftime stuff?
Of course we did.
Well, like at Illinois, we love that stuff. People get up and cheer.
Yeah, but that was college.
Really? I forgot.
Yeah. And high school doesn't have quite as much alcohol as college.
Well, anyway. Well, yeah, I'm not so sure about that.
May not have alcohol, but it does have pot.
It has pot. And Beaver. So anyway, a cheerleader wanted to be the homecoming queen, so she made pot brownies. And
she gave them as gifts.
It doesn't say if she actually got the homecoming queen.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't say.
But she really messed up a whole lot of people, and they went to students that weren't voting. I mean, it kind of got a little out of control. The cops are looking for, and one of the great lines here is it says that the whoever distributed could face felony charges. It says the cheerleader, whom he said is the main suspect, is currently out of state, reportedly dealing with a family emergency. She is the family emergency.
She fled the jurisdiction.
Yeah. I don't know. We're going to take another break here, but when we come back, the best story of all we saved for last, and then we got the Banksy painting we want to do too. But when we return, we're going to talk about bidding $1.4 million on a painting, and then what happens. All that and a little bit more when we return with more on Target Radio. And you're listening to AM 560, The Answer.
Stop everything you're doing right now and ask yourself, are you currently receiving steady paychecks? What about when you're retired? Will you receive a monthly check to cover your expenses and also have some fun? Jack Taboda at Taboda & Associates calls this mailbox money. It's the monthly check you'll receive throughout retirement. Jack and his team want to help remove stress from your retirement. They don't want you to worry about if the money will show up or how much money you'll receive. The only thing they want you to think about is how to spend it when it arrives. Find out how to get enough money in your mailbox every month when you're retired. Call Taboda & Associates at 630-883-4453 for a complimentary retirement analysis with strategies that could help your nest egg provide you monthly income you'll need in retirement. Call right now, 630-883-4453 and schedule a visit. You, your retirement, Taboda & Associates, 630-883-4453. Investment advisory services offered through AE Wealth Management, LLC.
Discover Westmont, a community nestled in the heart of DuPage County. With top-notch schools, beautiful affordable housing, and excellent dining and shopping, Westmont makes a great place to live, work, and play. Choose Westmont. Discover how your business can flourish and grow with a wonderful central location providing rapid access to Chicago's key expressways, airports, and many family-friendly amenities. Add quick transportation on the Burlington train line, and that means simple and easy travel for everyone. Westmont is committed to working collaboratively with you to facilitate inquiries about your family or business relocation. We'll help your company navigate to Westmont for a great experience. Call Larry Forsberg at Westmont Economic Development at 630-824-9337. That's 630-824-9337 to find out about incentives that can help you plan your development, relocation, or expansion. Discover all Westmont has to offer. For more information, visit ChooseWestmont.com. That's ChooseWestmont.com.
Hi, it's Amy Jacobson, and I've been raving about MyPillow for years now, but I know a lot of our listeners still aren't sleeping on a MyPillow. Well, even if you sleep well on a different pillow, I recommend you try sleeping on a MyPillow. That's because you can actually move the fill to get the support you need, regardless of your sleep position. And like I've told you, I never wake up with a stiff neck or headache. They're made in America, washable and dryable, hypoallergenic, and a 10-year warranty, 60-day money-back guarantee. So go online or call now for the buy one, get one free deal on premium MyPillows. One for you and the other for a loved one or as a holiday gift. You'll still get 30% off everything else, including the MyPillow mattress toppers, pet beds that my dog Bunky loves, luxury Giza cotton sheets, and more if you use the promo code AMY. So visit MyPillow.com or call 800-489-0201. That's 800-489-0201, promo code AMY.
Now return to On Target on AM 560. The Answer. If you have a question or opinion, the studio line is 312-642-5600. Now, here's your host, firearm expert and educator, David Lombardo.
So I got beeped because I was describing my high school life. You said there was what?
I said there was not as much alcohol, but there was pot.
And I said I'm not so sure that was true in high school. And I mentioned that we had a furry creature. We had wetlands that surrounded our high school. Our high school was surrounded with wetlands. We had beaver all over the place. You went to class in the morning. They were swimming in the pond. They were gnawing down trees. There was beaver on the shorelines. There was beaver on the front step. You walked over them. You couldn't get away from them. And in the classroom, we dissected them in the science class. We had different beaver everywhere on the tables, and we were cutting them up with knives, dissecting them. That was...
So, Dave, you spent your high school years just cutting up beaver.
Absolutely right. That's exactly right. In fact, I just want to also point out, it was such a revered thing that our class mascot was actually a deceased beaver who used to live there and was revered by students. He was our mascot, the Big Beaver, and we all loved the Big Beaver. And he used to do this stumpy thing with his tail. It was a guy.
Are you sure it was a boy?
It was. I'm not absolutely certain.
The dead one did a thumpy thing with its tail?
Well, it would do like that, when in a football game.
Like
It was the mascot. No. It was the mascot.
I thought he said it was dead.
No, it was a person dressed up in a suit.
A dead beaver.
But the point is there was a big portrait, life-size portrait of a beaver on the wall. A life-size portrait of a beaver is not that big.
Now, did they take that down when World War II came? Or
I'm not sure. I left just before
No,
Korea.
it was revered, so no.
So speaking of that, Banksy paintings. How would you like to bid $1.4 million on it? First of all, if you don't know who Banksy is, neither does anybody else.
Right.
He's, or it could be a she. We really don't know.
That's true.
There's no way of knowing.
Banksy could be a man or a woman.
But
totally anonymous.
Right. But and also could be raising pet beavers in a pond. You don't know. But Banksy has made somehow a name for himself or herself. And the paintings are worth a lot of money. But this particular painting was sold at Sotheby's for $1.4 million. And what happened as soon as the gavel went down?
Yep. A shredder turned on inside of the frame, and the painting partially went through the shredder.
That nobody knew was there.
Leaving half the painting intact.
Yeah. Now, you might think you just dropped 1.4 mil and they shredded the painting, but you brought up a very interesting point, given that it's Banksy.
Right. If you're bidding on a Banksy painting, I mean, he's like a fringy rebel, you know.
Now it's performance art.
Right, guerrilla type artist. And so it might actually make you happy that happened. And it says
I was just going to read that.
Yeah, that the historic stunt could potentially have increased the artwork's value.
Yeah, and the guy from Soothby goes, certainly marks the first time in auction history that a work of art automatically shredded itself after coming under the gavel. That in and of itself actually could make it worth a lot more money.
So the interesting thing is that there's actually a video of this happening.
Of it shredding.
So they believe that that Banksy actually was there incognito watching the auction, and he posted a video confirming he had secretly built a shredder into the painting in case it was ever put up for auction. He captioned the post, "The urge to destroy is also a creative urge," said Picasso.
That's artists, you know. You go look at the Picasso downtown and you go, huh? And then we get to the final story of the evening, which is my personal favorite because...
And this is actually how it all started, to be completely honest.
It did.
I actually saw this story in the Chicago Tribune.
And go ahead, go ahead.
So there is a Canadian company called Kinky S Dolls, and they wanted to open a business, a brothel with sex dolls in it in Houston. And the Houston City Council said no.
They also said, well, that was sort of abrupt. They also said, by chance, they passed an ordinance, and it said the vote amounted to a modification of existing city ordinance and was not targeted at any specific business, like sex dolls. It just happened to do it. My favorite thing, two things about this.
So they changed it to say that you cannot engage in sexual activities with any inanimate objects. I'm not really sure how that's a change to an existing ordinance not targeting any specific business.
You kind of, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? What was the ordinance?
What did it say before? Yes, it does beg the question.
And the other thing is this: you don't have, you can rent it and put it in a private room first.
Right, you can either buy it or you can rent it.
Now here's, I think, the punchline to the whole story. Before the show, we're doing our pre-show, and we're sorting the stuff out. And I say this, and I make some comment, and who in the room among us says, oh, no, that's not how they work. They work this way.
He goes, oh, no, it's like robotic.
Exactly.
Well, you thought it was a blow-up thing. So, I mean, if you have been living under a rock
Yeah.
and have not seen the internet.
All right.
David kept saying blow up, and
I'm just...
we had to correct.
I'm pointing out that Wonder Boy is totally familiar with inanimate objects for...
Well, as you yourself have pointed out many times, he knows... He works with computers for a living, and then all of a sudden at a meeting, he says he knows all about vending machines.
Yeah, well, this
so
is
he's
a little more
interested
than a
in
vending...
Japanese things.
In this,
We're seeing a trend.
In this vending machine, you're making a deposit, and you're not...
I contend that a mechanical sex doll is not unlike a vending machine.
You're making a deposit.
You put the quarter in, the motors turn. You know, it's all good.
Did somebody say rentals?
Yes, you can rent it.
You've ever gotten a car that wasn't
Try
cleaned?
before you buy
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. I want to know who cleans up afterwards, but that's a different issue.
Bring
When we
your own
return,
Clorox wipes.
Gretchen is going to do her hot items of the week. Is that right?
That's not what it's called.
Close enough. After this show, that's where it's going.
That sounded really bad.
All that and more when we return with On Target Radio, and you're listening to AM 560, The Answer. Hard drives fail. Viruses destroy data. Having a copy of your work, photographs, financial records, and other important files is one step in a thorough backup plan. Geekometrics offers a secure online solution by placing a copy of your data off-site where it's safe from theft, fire, and unauthorized access. Losing photos and financial information is devastating. Geekometrics' secure online backup solution is a reliable way to back up important files. The most common reasons for not backing up are uncertainty about what needs to be backed up and how to do it reliably. Geekometrics provides a full-service managed solution with no storage limit. Geekometrics does all of the setup, configuring, testing, and monitoring. Your data is even safe when you travel with your Mac or PC laptop.
Call 630-759-9283 to talk to a specialist who can help you keep your data safe. 630-759-9283. Geekometrics, helping you keep your data safe.
You remember a simpler time when family fun was about having fun. It didn't include the kids glued to their tablets or smartphones. Well, real family fun is back at Gobert's Pumpkin Patch. For almost 70 years, Gobert's has been Chicagoland's family destination for fall fun.
This was the most fun day ever. My parents were there, my kids were there. There was a pumpkin patch, a maze, a haunted house, slides, a train, a fresh market, and there was so much more. I loved it.
It's a family tradition for us to visit Gobert's every October. The pumpkins are great, the attractions are fun, and the apple cider donuts are to die for.
Loved it. One price to get in, and almost all the activities were free. My kids had a blast.
Listen to the kids.
My mom loves the homemade caramel apples.
I have to say, the pumpkin cannon is cool.
They got a pumpkin-eating dinosaur. The live giraffe is really cool.
I love the jumping pillow and the Pumpkin Express train ride.
Gobert's Pumpkin Patch in Pingree Grove. Pick apples, explore the pumpkin patch, play games, ride the train. Gobert'sPumpkinPatch.com. Harvesting family memories.
You're listening to On Target Radio on AM 560, The Answer, with David Lombardo and Gretchen Fritz. Here's David and Gretchen with more interesting conversation on gun control, concealed carry, freedom of speech, and other red meat issues that affect your life. Stand by. Here's Gretchen with your action items for the week.
It's finally here. The Constitutional Rights Fundraiser for the benefit of the Illinois State Rifle Association is Wednesday, October 10th at the Clarion Hotel in Joliet. Doors open at 5 p.m., dinner at 6:30 p.m. Individual tickets are $50. Table of 10 includes a thank you in the ad book for $500. Other sponsorships, promotional tables, and trade show booth spaces are also available. Contact David Lombardo, Gretchen Fritz, or Steve Ballich for more information or to reserve your space. You can actually go on Eventbrite right now tonight and buy your ticket. So we have a Facebook page, 5th Annual Constitutional Rights Fundraiser for the ISRA. Join On Target Radio at the WIND Freedom Summit, Saturday, October 27th in Itasca. I don't know where in Itasca, but so I'm kind of winging this, obviously. We're going to have Heather McDonald, James O'Keefe, Sheriff David Clark, Joe Walsh, Dan Proft, Amy Jacobson, Mike Gallagher, Kurt Schlichter, Noah Rothman are all going to be there, and On Target Radio is going to be there. We're actually doing a panel in one of the breakout sessions.
Can I just say it's at the Westin, Chicago Northwest?
Oh, the Westin. Thank you. Thank you. So go on to 560theanswer.com to get your tickets and join us at the Freedom Summit on the 27th. And you can also tell me happy birthday when you see us.
And happy birthday. Yes, absolutely.
The following Safer USA classes are at our facility in Waterman. Sunday, October 14th, long-range rifle taught by Ed Janka. Also, Sunday, October 14th, Illinois Concealed Carry 3-hour renewal class taught by David. Saturday and Sunday, October 20th and 21st, Illinois Concealed Carry 1 taught by Gretchen and David. To sign up for classes, go to saferusa.com and click on register.
You didn't say if he was in the mood.
I thought you didn't want me to.
That's right. This has been interesting. It's I had fun. Did you have fun?
Oh, absolutely.
We did finally start getting some comments on YouTube.
Good or bad?
Oh, good.
Go ahead.
I would call them good.
Oh, that's good. Next week, actually, we will kick off being more serious. We have to, or they'll.
It's going to be all politics all the time from now until November 4th.
Yeah, we're going to try and cover some of the statewide. And it's not going to be Ronner because he's not going to be on the show. But we're kind of looking at statewide offices, and we're going to start out with Jim Dodge and Darlene Singer, who are running for treasurer and comptroller. And Dodge is a great guy. We had him on once before. He's a really, really great guy, and he's pretty helpful with the ISRA. Really likes us. So there's all that and more. I don't know. Anything else coming up? You got anything?
I got nothing.
Nothing. I think we should put up on our website a picture of a true standing on a dam with a stick in its mouth beaver, and people could become our pet.
We could make it an interactive.
Would that be a dam beaver?
It'd be a dam beaver. That's correct. That's exactly right.
You got to differentiate these things.
You do. You really beeped me, huh? Over a furry creature.
Oh, no, I beeped you over context, and I dumped you technically, not beeped you.
I got dumped.
Everybody's been dumped. Get over it.
Oh, but yeah, but this is like 5 times now.
I've had to dump myself way more than I've ever had to
never
dump
been
you.
dumped.
Anyway, we'd like to thank you for taking the time to listen to On Target Radio.
We'd also like to thank George Hoffman on the board, Eric Allen, our video producer. Learn about how you can be a sponsored partner for a lot less than you think. Call 815-741-3474 for details.
And be sure to listen next week when we'll be talking to Jim Dodge, candidate for Illinois State Treasurer, and Darlene Sanger, candidate for Illinois Comptroller. And I am guessing right now Ronkowski is rolling over in his chair, spilling his drink, saying, "What are these people doing? They're screwing up their show." Have another one, Ed. Have another one on us.
Have you ever seen what really goes on in your caterer's or favorite restaurant's kitchen? What does the kitchen